What is up, YouTube? And Mr. Mac here. And wow, Philadelphia Eagles were looking great today, and then most fans were shocked by the end of the day. So, here I'm just going to say my thoughts, what I think, how we're looking, and that's some updates. So, first player I'm going to talk about is Trent Cole. So, Trent Cole has been on the Eagles for 10 seasons, a two-time Pro Bowler. He went from defensive end back to the outside linebacker or inside linebacker. Now the Eagles have just released him today to clear up $11 million cap space. So Trent Cole, he was a very great player. I think he got around 9 sacks, 10 sacks last season. But in the end, he was a great player, great leader. I did have him on my Madden Mobile team, but I did end up selling him. But still, he was a great player. He one of my favorite players on defense. But sad to see him go. But I wish him luck in wherever he lands. Next player is Cary Williams. Now, Cary Williams, I was not a fan of Cary Williams. Watching him play, at one point I thought Bradley Fletcher could have been better than Cary Williams. Like maybe by week 10, I thought that Cary Williams was the worst corner we had. But then Bradley Fletcher showed how bad he actually was. But back to Cary, he came on the Eagles 3 years ago. He signed a contract for 3 years. He came from the Baltimore Ravens. We were expecting him a lot more out of him, but he was very inconsistent. It was just his time to go. But again, we've cleared a lot of cap space, which helped. And here's the next player. Shady. LaShawn McCoy did get traded today. He got traded to the Buffalo Bills for Kiko Alonso. But back to Shady. We did clear up a lot of salary cap space. And this is a huge move. Stunning move by the Eagles to make. Because you're getting a player that tore his ACL last season. You have no clue what he's going to do this season. He was a rookie for 1 year before he tore his ACL. This is his third year in the league. The only thing we know about him, really, is that he was a Oregon player for Chip Kelly, and that's pretty much all we know. But Shady, obviously last season, not this season, but 2 seasons ago where we made the playoffs, he was the season leading rusher. Can't say. He led the league in rushing 2 years ago. This season, he started off very slow, but bounced back very fast. He did share some time with Darren Sproles and with Chris Polk. More with Sproles, though. But, Shady, sad to see him go. Now the running back core and the pass game will be very good in Buffalo, as they have Fred Jackson, possibly C.J. Spiller, but I'm pretty sure he'll be a free agent. And then now they have LaShawn McCoy, and they also do have Bryce Brown, who used to be an Eagle, but we got some picks out of him. So next player, Kiko Alonso, talked about him a little bit. We have no clue about how good this guy's going to be. He's going to be he's a linebacker, which since we just lost Trent Cole, this will work. But then again, this guy hasn't really proved himself. I have heard a lot of good things about him, that he's one of the top 5 at this position. But, we'll have to see how he does in training camp, then in preseason, and then finally regular season. Maybe help us win a championship. So next player we got is Byron Maxwell. Now I'm just going to start talking about the players that I think the Eagles should look into. I'm not saying we should get all of these players, but just some of these players, because obviously we can't afford all of them. But first of all, Byron Maxwell. This guy is our top target so far. He was a cornerback on the Seattle Seahawks when they won the Super Bowl, and when they won when they lost to the Patriots. This guy, he is outstanding. He is a great cornerback. Shared a lot of time. He started He was a cornerback next to Richard Sherman. He has a ring. He should bring a lot of experience to us, and just having this player on the field should bump up our secondary by a ton. Because right now, minus Cary Williams since he's gone, our starting core being Cary Williams, which he left, Bradley Fletcher, Nate Allen, Malcolm Jenkins, that will not work. The only player I think we should keep, only in our secondary, the only players I think we should keep are Malcolm Jenkins and Brandon Boykin. Brandon Boykin may be short, but look at the years he's been here. He has intercepted. He has a lot of interceptions. He is clutch. He intercepted that ball last year for Kyle Orton against the Cowboys to seal the deal for our playoff. This guy can be a hero. He is short, but it doesn't matter. Size does not matter. Chip Kelly, I please want you to see that he is a great cornerback. Next, we got Devin McCourty. Devin McCourty was in the Super Bowl winning Patriots last year, and he's going to be a free agent. He will be a great addition to our secondary. Just again, having a guy like this will help a ton. Next, we got Andre Johnson. So, in the case that we don't re-sign Jeremy Maclin, having Andre Johnson on the field will be helpful because he is looking for a trade. He does want to be released. He doesn't want to be the second man out there on the Houston Texans field under DeAndre Hopkins, who had a stellar season last year, and Andre Johnson did not get the ball as much as he used to. But he will be turning 34 this summer, so Andre Johnson, he is a great wide receiver still. He could catch, he can run, he's big, he could outdo cornerbacks and stuff and safeties. So if we do not re-sign Maclin, having Andre Johnson would be great. Next is DeMarco Murray. DeMarco Murray did decline a contract extension to the Dallas Cowboys, and since they did re-sign Cole Beasley to a 4-year contract extension, DeMarco Murray may be looking towards a new team. The Cowboys have been even looking towards Adrian Peterson and maybe even getting Melvin Gordon III out of Wisconsin in the draft. So if DeMarco, I'm not saying we could get all these players again, but DeMarco Murray, he is a great player. My dad just did say, was talking to him about this. He did say, if we will get DeMarco Murray, then why did we get rid of LaShawn McCoy? And I was kind of thinking back on what he said, and we could try to get DeMarco Murray for less. It won't really be that will be very unlikely considering that he led the league in rushing last year. And yeah, so DeMarco Murray is a possibility. Next, we got Reggie Bush. And Reggie Bush, I've always been a Reggie Bush fan. He did not really do as great as he usually did back with the Lions, this year with the Lions. But you have to give him a chance. He didn't really start that many games. He started a couple, I think, under Joyce Bell. But this guy, he can fill your roles for LaShawn McCoy. He can run every down. I think, and with Darren Sproles helping him out, I think he'll be able to do that. Reggie Bush has been on multiple teams, and he's been great on almost all the teams. And I just think this Reggie Bush would be a very good addition to our team. Next, we got A.J. Hawk. A.J. Hawk, he did just get released by the Green Bay Packers. He is their all-time leading tackler. He'll be, if we could get him, he could again fill in that spot for maybe even for Trent Cole and maybe even DeMeco Ryans if he can't come back. He did suffer that Achilles tendon injury against the Texans, his old team, back in Week 9 of this season. So A.J. Hawk, he is a possibility. Just another great addition to our team that can maybe help us out. Again, I'm not saying we should get all these players because we do not have that much. We have a lot of money left, but to get all these players in free agency will not work. So far all we got was obviously Kiko Alonso, and we got Brad Jones, who was a former Green Bay Packer. So I haven't really heard much about this guy. I don't really think he's that good, considering that now the Green Bay Packers have Julius Peppers, Clay Matthews. They did have A.J. Hawk. So, yeah, this guy, I'm hoping that he can fill in great roles in our linebacking core, help out Michael Kendricks and DeMarco if he comes back. So, yeah, I'm really looking forward to this guy. But there's a lot of questions that still remain. What are we going to do with Jeremy Maclin? So, we're refusing to put a franchise tag on him. I'm really hoping we re-sign him, and if we don't, again, Andre Johnson or another great wide receiver could be a great solution. But Jeremy Maclin, what are we going to do with him? He's a great downfield threat. He can run. He did tear that ACL last year, but he bounced back incredibly, having amazing numbers. Should have been a Pro Bowler, but that just did not work out. I really wish he would have been a Pro Bowler. But yeah, what are we going to do with J-Mac? Next, what are we going to do with Nick Foles? Are we going to keep him, or are we going to get Marcus Mariota in the draft? Are we going to trade up? I was really thinking that we were going to trade LaShawn McCoy up in the draft to get that close draft, top 5 draft pick, and then draft Marcus Mariota in the top 5. So I thought that was what was going to end up happening, but I guess not. So, yeah, tell me what you guys think. Would you rather have Nick Foles, as he's a 16-3 as a starter? Would you rather have Marcus Mariota, who hasn't even proven himself yet, who has the speed, not really the greatest arm, can't really throw in the pocket, and was a former player to Chip Kelly? So, who would you rather have? I'd really like to see what you guys think down in the comments. And, so that's it. Enough rambling. That's what I just think. Some of my questions, thoughts, how I think we're going to do. I'm actually predicting a 12-4 record this season. We did see the schedules did come out. I think that our toughest matchup is like the Patriots, maybe the Saints, the Cardinals, and the Cowboys. So those are the only 4 losses I think that we could have. I think we could have at least 14 wins this season. So tell me what you guys think. I'm probably gonna be back with another video tomorrow. Done for tonight. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe. Thank you guys for listening to this. But so tell me what you guys think. How do you think the Eagles will do? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. It's always, all the feedback, all your thoughts are greatly appreciated. So yeah, thank you guys, and I'll see you in another video.